This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I'm going to be, pretty much it's going to be a part two to the last episode, talking on the D'Amelio situation, because for those that didn't know, Charli D'Amelio is facing hate because she wants to hit 100 million followers on TikTok before the year ends, and her sister, Dixie D'Amelio, is receiving hate because she ate snail and didn't like it. And so people are saying that she disrespected the chef. So I wanted to talk on that, and then I'll say my final words on the Charli D'Amelio situation. But anyways, so this Dixie D'Amelio situation. So to tell y'all what happened, because it's on video, so you guys can very well go watch the video and things. But if not, if you want to just hear my soothing Morgan Freeman voice, I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that. But anyways, so Dixie D'Amelio, if you watch the video, so I'll just tell y'all the video. So in the video, she's like inspecting her food, trying to figure out like what was this particular item in her food. So you see her like kind of like, inspecting it. Then she like looks up at the camera, and I think she asks like some people behind the camera like, hey, what is this? And then I think eventually like people at the table, because it was, I believe, her father, her mom, Charli D'Amelio, and then it was James Charles. So I think some of them had started noticing like, hey, what are you doing and stuff? And she was like, what is this? What is this food? And so there's a chef that's there. I believe he's a YouTuber also. And I forgot to mention him. But anyways, but yeah, he was there. And he was like told her like, hey, that's snail. And so she kind of had like a reaction to it initially. And then those guys is like edging her on to eat it. And so she's like, like pretty much saying like, hey, I don't eat snail, but she ate it anyways and stuff. So she ate it, and then she was all like, like so good, did some stuff like that. And then right after that, throws up, and then pretty much people was getting on her about that. So here's my thing. To anybody out there that was hating on this girl for simply having a reaction to a food that she doesn't eat on a regular basis, and she never planned on eating it, what is your reaction to some nasty food? I'm not necessarily saying that the chef, his food is nasty, but to some people, eating snail, that's nasty. So it's not the concept of him being a chef. Like, she's not disrespecting his job. She's just disrespecting a particular dish that he gave her. I'm like, I think I would have had the same reaction too. Because so Dixie D'Amelio, she came out, defended herself, saying like, hey, me and the chef is cool, so there's nothing to worry about. But my thing is that whether you guys was cool or not, you should have a react. Like, and I don't even think she apologized. I don't think she had anything like, because I wouldn't have apologized. I'm like, I don't eat snail. If y'all are mad at me because I don't eat a particular dish, then that's on you. But I'm not going to change how I feel about a particular food. I don't go out my way just eating snails. I'm like, no, that stuff comes out when it rains. Snails are meant to just go and drag across the ground when it's raining and just, be a part of nature. But snails are not meant to be in my mouth and to be chewed on. That is just even disgusting to even think about that type of stuff. I'm like, no, I will never in my life. There is no reason for me to eat snail. So that's why I'm like, I would eat anything else. I would go across the whole world finding out which restaurant sells the best fries before I would spend my hard-earned money doing that rather than eating snail. If they said, here, you can have snail for free, or use your money to travel across the world and find out the best French fries of all time. Because that's my go-to dish when I go to the restaurant, French fries. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, and even when I was at work And it was no disrespect to the cooks or the chefs that work there, but I'm like, I'm a picky eater. So I don't go out of my way to eat. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not saying that you're a bad chef. I'm just saying this is not a particular dish that I eat. And I think chefs, cooks all around the world that found that offensive, that this girl flipped out because she ate snail, you have to think about it. She wasn't disrespecting this man. She was just disrespecting the fact that she was eating snail. Like, who goes out of their way just to eat snail? If this is a particular dish that you eat, then that is what you eat. But Dixie D'Amelio does not eat snail. So I think everybody should just calm down and relax. Because I'm like, there's no reason to be mad at a person because they don't want to eat a particular dish. I'm like, y'all are tripping. You guys are seriously tripping. Because I'm like, nah, that's crazy to get mad at that girl over some stuff. To get mad at that girl over some stuff like that. I'm like, people, and they really tried canceling them too over what happened today. I'm like, with the Charli D'Amelio situation and with this Dixie D'Amelio situation, people was really trying to cancel them. I think people are overall just big haters of these guys because they're like, they're two of the biggest TikTokers in the world. Well, especially Charli D'Amelio. I know Dixie D'Amelio, she's probably competing with a lot of people right now. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, but they're big and all, but I'm like, I just don't think that's a reason to cancel them. Like, I thought they came out and had said, oh, it's the basics. Even then, I would have been like, okay, that's just, to me, just not a reason to cancel them. But I just like, oh, did they say some, racist stuff back, 10 years ago when nobody was really on Twitter and things? But no, there was just nothing crazy. Those were the two reasons why people tried canceling them. Dixie D'Amelio threw up after eating snail, and Charli D'Amelio wanted 100 million followers before the year ended. I'm like, and people was really trying to cancel them over it. So I'm like, yeah, with the Dixie D'Amelio situation, I don't think she needs to apologize for anything. To the chefs, to her fans, nobody. That's coming from me. I do not care. I'm like, if my own fans was getting mad at me about that, I'm like, you guys can go out your way and eat snail. I'm not eating jack. Nothing that, I'm like, if it ain't fries, I'm not eating it. And I'm not, I'm just saying, I eat other foods, but I'm just saying, I just don't eat snail. Y'all just gonna have to respect that. If not, then you guys can very kindly unfollow me. Do you want me to come to your house and press the buttons for you? Because I can care less on how you feel about me eating snail. This is, at the end of the day, I'm eating snail. So I'm like, y'all are high for getting mad at them guys for that. I'm like, that's just not a reason to be mad at somebody. But anyways, so speaking more on this Charli D'Amelio situation. So I guess Trisha Paytas had some words to say about it. And y'all know how I feel about Trisha Paytas. She's not one of my favorite YouTubers. In fact, she's just not a YouTuber I go out of my way to watch unless my good friend Ray Rahimi talks about her. Shout out to Hot Tea. But I guess Trisha Paytas, I didn't really see what she said, but I just know it's some dumb stuff. But Charli D'Amelio, so she came out on a live stream to talk about the whole situation. The girl was crying her eyes out. Did I say Charli D'Amelio or Dixie D'Amelio? I said Charli D'Amelio. Okay, I said Charli D'Amelio. But anyways, no. So Charli D'Amelio is the one. So Dixie D'Amelio ate the snails. Charli D'Amelio wants 100 million followers before the year ends. So anyways, talking on Charli D'Amelio, because I'm getting confused by these D'Amelio sisters now. But no, so Charli D'Amelio, she had came out in the live stream crying her eyes out. Like, you can visibly tell that this girl was upset by what happened. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I just don't think that that's a reason. Like, you should not show people your anger. You should not show people that you're that upset on what happened today. That's how people feel. I'm like, and at the end of the day, I'm like, if I would have seen, if I would have been like a Charli D'Amelio fan or something, but I don't know. I would have to probably be like her age or maybe slightly either a year younger or a year older. But I'm like, I can't be 24 years old being a Charli D'Amelio's #1 fan. That just doesn't look right. I'm 24 years old. I can't do stuff like that. But anyways, but no, if I was a fan of Charli D'Amelio and I were to watch that video, I would have not cared. Even watching the video and stuff, I was like, I didn't really care. I thought that there was more to it. Like, did she say the N-word or something? Like, what did she do that was so bad? All this girl did was, she said that she wants 100 million followers before the year is over. There's no problem with that. I would like 20,000 followers before the year is over. And people was trying to that's the one thing that people on the internet are good for, is that they try to put words in your mouth or try to manipulate you in some situation that they done built up in their head. And I'm like, listen, just look. What I say, I don't mean it in any offensive way. I don't mean it in any, if I say that I want 20,000 followers before the year is over, or 20,000 subscribers, because I'm talking YouTube, she talking TikTok, there shouldn't be no problem with that. I don't see a problem with it. Nobody else should see a problem with it. But there are people out there in the world that exist that sees a problem with Charli D'Amelio wanting a certain milestone before the year is over. That's just a goal that she set with herself. I set goals like that with myself. I've been setting goals like that for myself for probably the past 2-3 years. I think, probably the past, since probably 2017, I started setting goals for myself with YouTube, saying, okay, so my thing is that what she, and this is just coming from a content creator, what she has planned, this is what I seen from her, is that she's just going to come out with more content so she can get closer, or she can achieve that goal of reaching 100,000 or 100 million followers before the year is over. So I'm like, she's overall going to come out with content to entertain you guys. But you guys turned your backs on her. I'm not saying all of her fans, but to the fans that did, you guys turned your backs on her, told her to kill herself, told her to hang herself, said all of these mean things to her because she wants to hit a milestone before the year is over. That is y'all was never fans in the first place. And I don't want to hear from anybody I was a fan of Charli D'Amelio. I liked her, but then she offended me when she referred to me as a number. Did she call you up personally and call you a number? Did she call you up personally and say, hey, from now on, you're number 2? I mean, really, I just don't. If you guys watch that video and you hear her calling you a number, you're not a fan. You are not a fan. But if you watch that video and you just simply seen a person that, because people were saying that, she needs to be a better role model. I think they were saying that with both of the sisters, that they both need to be better role models. And I'm like, how? How do you be a better role model if you don't? I feel like that's just the common reaction when you don't like a certain food. You're going to throw up. You're going to spit it out. That ain't got nothing to do with me being a role model or not. Y'all should be role models since you guys are so familiar with people being role models and stuff. You guys need to be the role models. But no, instead you tell a person to kill themselves and get mad at them over some dumb stuff. I'm like, bruh, please don't talk to me. It's people like that. I'm like, don't be a fan of me. Don't subscribe to me. Don't follow me. If that's how you gonna carry on, I don't need you in my life. Because it's people like that. It's like, you guys are the reason why some of the most talented content creators in the world disappear. Seriously, I know people would say whatever they want to say about Charli D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio, saying that they're not talented and stuff. And people, I'm like, look, they honestly bring something to the table if they got almost 100 million followers. Oh no, if both of them combined has over 100 million followers. So they're bringing something to the table. That's one thing I just never understood, when they hate on people, it's like the ones that you don't really follow them, you don't really see too much from them and stuff. I don't follow Charli or Dixie D'Amelio, I don't really see too much from them. All I know is that they do TikTok dances. But just talking about a sister, family, hood, whatever you want to call it and things, the Kardashians. People get on them sisters for literally, there's that one TV host or whoever it was, brings them onto the shows. You guys don't sing, you don't act, y'all don't have no talent. What are you good for? And I'm like, why would you bring me on this show to say some stuff like that? And it's funny because I'm like, you say that not realizing that I have the money to buy this show and turn it into the Kardashian show. So my thing is that if I was a Kardashian, it'd probably be best if they didn't bring me outside. I would definitely have to be like that Kardashian that's I just gotta keep quiet. I gotta sign a contract to keep quiet and be like, I'm not allowed to say nothing because if I do, I'm gonna face some heat and backlash over it. I'm like, because I'm saying, if somebody brings me onto a show, because that's something that's been said to me before, and you know what I do? I prove them wrong. I prove them wrong every single time because I've been told that myself. People say that I don't have no talent because I do reaction videos. I'm like, okay, if you want to believe that, go ahead and believe that. But watch me release I can't even begin to talk about the different songs that I've released. Not even like the same type of genre. I have attacked almost every genre of music this year with just releasing music and stuff. Hundreds of videos being released. I'm saying, like, if I don't have talent, I'm one of the most hardest working people like that to ever exist. It's one of the two. I either have talent or I'm a hard worker. You choose. But it's like we're either gonna talk what I'm doing in the videos or how many videos I'm doing. Because people have always told me that it's quality over quantity. I'm like, if that's what you want to believe, you want to believe that. But I'm like, I'm a quantity person. There's two different types of people in this world. They got quality and quantity. Now, me, on the other hand, I have both. But I would say I'm more of a quantity person than a quality person. I'm going to overall be real with myself. I'm not going to stage or fake or, do something to bring more attention to myself. I'm going to be myself. So I'm like, if you can't accept the quality that's on the table, that's on you. But the quantity, the amount of stuff that I'm doing, that has to be looked at. That's something that, to me at least, it won't be ignored. Because I think it was in the month of September. I think it was the month of September. I uploaded over 200 videos. 200 videos across YouTube. That's not even counting my podcast episode, my TikTok episodes, that S plural, TikTok videos, music, everything else that I've done. Not including that. That was just YouTube alone. So I'm saying, I'm like, if I'm not a talented person, I'm definitely a hard-working person. I'm like, that's the thing, though. There's people that have made it and they have no talent. They're just a hard worker. And I'm like, why is it that you can't recognize a hard worker? Honestly, people want to say that about the D'Amelio sisters or the Kardashians or whoever, that they're not talented. They're hard workers. That's one thing I can say about them. They didn't get to where they got to not doing nothing. Like doing absolutely nothing. Sit down and think about it. So let's say the Kardashian sisters, they release like clothes and makeup and all that stuff. They focused on that. They attacked that. They had their TV show. And that's crazy. I was like, to speak on their TV show, they said that show's ending. I'm like, wow, that is some crazy stuff. But anyways, but there's like their TV show. I know they sell clothes for a minute. I believe they sell makeup. They do modeling and all of that stuff. So I'm like, okay, they're doing something. The D'Amelio sisters, they doing literally every dance on TikTok and killing it. They're doing something. Talking about myself. Oh my God, like the amount of stuff that I've been doing lately, releasing merch, focusing. I've just partnered up with a shoe brand, YouTube videos nonstop. I'm saying, like, I have videos to fall back. If I honestly, all of the videos that I haven't recorded yet, I have videos that last me until next year. And then let's say the amount of videos I have that last me until next year. Let's say each video I record, I write down a new idea. Because I know I can do that. I can record a video and write down 5 different ideas from my other channel. Or if not, just go out and just record it. So my thing is like, I got an infinite amount of videos that last me. And I'm like, and if people can't accept that, I'm like, that is on you. That's why I'm like, people, they just need to know, like, if you can't accept something that a person is doing, that is on you. That shouldn't be on them. They shouldn't have to answer or, apologize or whatever. Like, no, that is on you. So my thing is, like, with Charli D'Amelio wanting to reach 100 million followers, that's on her. She has to overall do it herself. But to everybody else out there, I'm like, you either support the girl or you don't. But don't get mad at her because she wants to reach a certain milestone before the year is over. And then with Dixie D'Amelio, if she don't like Snail, she does not like Snail. Period. If you like snail, you can very well eat snail. My thing is like, let's say if I was a snail eater, right? If I were to see that video, I know the majority of the world gonna look at me like I'm crazy for eating snail. So I would have seen a video like that and laughed. Cause I'm all like, yo, that's her reaction. That's her reaction. I'm overall, as I'm just got like one of them like little popcorn boxes with 2 chopsticks, just eating snail and stuff. And with her, I'm like, if that's how she reacts, that's how she reacts. I shouldn't have a say-so in how she reacts to eating snail. That's her reaction. We're all different. We're all different people. So we shouldn't be expecting them to have the same reaction as the man in the world record book for eating the most snails ever. That's that man. Dixie D'Amelio is herself. Charli D'Amelio is herself. You are yourself. I am myself. That should be the end of it. It shouldn't be no problems about it. But it's still, at the end of the day, people are going to be mad like, I just got it. No, I'm not trying to hear nothing. Let people, at the end of the day, people just need to live. Y'all just need to live your own lives and just stop worried about what other people are doing or thinking. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Especially when it's coming from you and you're talking about what another person is doing or what. Does it matter? Really? Like, even me talking about this, is it going to matter? No, it's not. There's going to be people that see this. Why? Because people are different. They're going to react different. They're going to be different. I'm not expecting everybody to be the same. I'm not expecting... Imagine a world where everybody is just like you. Do you honestly think that would go good? Because you guys see it as a Twilight Zone perspective. It might be good the first couple of days. It might be good first couple of weeks, months, years, centuries, whatever you want to call it. I forgot decades, centuries. It might be good, but eventually there's going to be a flaw. There's going to be a problem. I know I wouldn't want to be on a planet where everybody is just like me. I'm like, no, because I'm at that point, I'm competing with people. I'm all like, no, I'm like, that's, I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm all like, because I'm like, you got to think about it. If you're on a planet with everybody that's just like you, so that means they're going to think like you. So it's going to be small little things like, oh, dang, let me go to the grocery store so I could get a bag of Skittles. I forgot to get me a bag of Skittles. You go up there, they sold out. Why? Because everybody was up there being just like you, wanting to get a bag of Skittles. Oh, I got to be the best YouTuber in the world. That's going to be everybody. Because they just like you. So you guys sit down and think about stuff like that. Not everybody is meant to be different. There's things that we were given in life, and then there's things that we wasn't given in life. Why? Because it's either something that we don't deserve, or it's something that you know that we gotta work for. So I'm like, people, y'all just need to chill. Live. The life that you are living right now, live it. But don't be worried about other people's lives and what they doing and what they got going on and how they living and whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So live your life. Be happy. Continue. Like, just, don't be worried about other people. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank you guys for watching if you are viewing this on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And what else? Check out my merch store. Got some merch out. Just released some merch yesterday. So, probably by the time this episode comes out, I ain't got more merch out. So, check it out. There's a lot of merch up there, from TMossBoss hoodies to face mask to just a bunch of different stuff. Like, you ain't gonna be disappointed. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.